Welcome, everybody, to the Lifecast. I wasn't recording before this, so nothing happened. We have no funny intro, but we do have Tiffany's sick song. Sick. With like several C's at the end.
What's KKKK?
That's like the sound that TVs make when they turn on at first.
Yeah. So, I'm Deanna Minasian here with 7 other people. This may be a record.
1, 2,
7.
We had 7 last
We
week.
can all count.
Deanna and the 7 co-hosts.
Yeah. So
I'm a dwarf.
I'm Deanna.
Hi,
To my left is Greg.
Yo.
To his left is Adam. To Adam's left is Dan.
Yo.
To Dan's left is Kennedy.
Hi.
Across the other side of the table is Ricky.
Hi.
Joining us for the first time on the podcast. And
That's not true.
to
That's
Ricky,
not true.
No, I'm
Technically my
a
second
liar.
time.
To his left is Pat.
Hi.
To his left is Sydney.
I'm sick for the second time during a podcast.
And to Sydney's left is myself. What have you guys been playing today?
Sickness.
Not today, but like in general. We should mention that this past week, we'll get to you. I see you being excited, Kennedy.
But did you actually
did
play
you?
I
it?
haven't played it yet.
You just have it in
So
your
you can't say
possession.
shit.
Well, technically I have played it, but...
I have also played Bioshock.
Well, I'll get to that later. I'm just... I really like Bioshock.
I have been.
Man chooses.
I went back to
man
Doom,
chooses.
actually. Doom 4. And now I have the soundtrack, so it's pretty cool.
Wait, is 4 out?
Yeah, Doom
That's
4
the
Like, that's
just
just
came out.
Doom.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they like rebranded, remade, rebooted,
Okay.
and so it's just called
We
Doom.
did everything.
Okay.
But like it's the 4th Doom in the series.
Okay.
And it ended up being the same as like Doom 1 only modern.
Yeah,
So it's great.
so it's really
So
good.
you didn't shoot like this?
No. You rip and tear.
So for those of you who couldn't see what Sydney was just doing, she made a finger gun, but it was like right on her nose.
That's pretty accurate.
I'm really enjoying it. I just needed a mindless game, I think.
But you're also playing Viridi.
Viridi's not mindless. I put a lot of care and a lot of love into those plants.
They're digital succulents.
Shut your mouth. I have real succulents too, for the record.
But that's
and
not
those are growing
Viridi.
really well.
That's real
actually.
life.
They're getting really leggy. I gotta propagate them soon.
They're getting leggy.
Anyway, Greg, what have you been
Leggy.
playing?
I have been playing literally nothing new. I've been going through my cycle of playing, completing my daily Evolve quests, and that's really about it. I've been living a sad life in terms of gameplay, but I can't really do that, so I'm just gonna keep talking. And I guess I haven't really been doing anything worthwhile outside of various other things we'll talk about later. But no new games this week, not at all.
Adam?
I didn't play much of anything new either. I continue to be very busy. I almost clicked on Human Revolution this Sunday, but
That's a game I've been
Almost.
wanting to get to for years, because I hear it's really earth.
I'm sorry, Mankind Divided.
Oh.
I almost clicked on Mankind Divided.
You made Kennedy so happy for like
Yeah,
5
But
seconds.
I did play through that.
In
but,
what?
Wait, so we're talking about a different game?
Wait,
we're not talking
yeah.
about
Wait,
Deus Ex?
Human
I'm talking about Deus
Yeah.
Ex.
Human Revolution, the Deus Ex game.
Oh, then I'm thinking of something else. What am I thinking
You're
of?
thinking, I was
I'm
Is it
thinking of
Earthbound?
Attack All Humans.
Oh, the rep.
Of
Destroy all
course!
humans?
What?
No.
That
Destroy
game
all
where you're a
humans?
little alien and you're killing
Whatever.
the one where
everybody?
you're that's not
Where you're Crypto, the alien who sounds like Zim?
One of the
Kennedy.
devs or something has
I
gone
thought
on
his,
the
like,
record
boss
many
sounds like
times
Sim.
and said that he
Not
was
everything is
trying to,
Earthbound.
No, like I did it.
Everything
Four
is
conversations.
Earthbound.
Yeah, all right, let's all bring each other back into this podcast. Shut your mouth!
For the record, I've read from many places that one of the main devs took a lot of inspiration for that game from Earthbound.
Who hasn't at this point, though?
Wait, are you talking about
Anyway,
Destroy All Humans?
Pat made Platformer
We're not
without
really careful
inspiration
talking
from
There's no
Earthbound.
fucking way we're talking
There's
about
zero
Destroy All
correlation
Humans.
between Destroy All Humans.
It's not even a
You
little
didn't use
bit.
Earthbound as inspiration.
No, I did
Except
not.
for the fact they're aliens.
Yeah, that's the
Although
only fucking
Platformer
thing.
was a piece
But they
of
don't even,
shit.
Well, it's probably for the alien. It was probably why he mentioned it.
Although
they don't
those
even look
audio
similar. They're
clips
just the
were-
generic ass like fucking
Martians with the big gray heads.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost clicked on Mankind Divided.
Almost.
Almost.
All right, Dan, what about you?
I don't
Come
know.
into my podcast.
And
Yeah.
beer.
Actually, I started playing the new Strider last night.
Like,
Like the new one from a while back.
I'm thinking of something different. I'm
It's
trash.
an awesome game.
Yeah,
It's really good. I was never able to play it before because I never had a PS4 until like recently.
Oh, it's yep.
I didn't know if it was on PS3, so I just didn't bother.
Mhm.
And
It was.
okay, I didn't know, so I thought it was PS4 exclusive. So I could have played it a while ago. But,
Okay.
but I got it on PC, and then this was back before I had my gaming desktop, and my laptop wasn't powerful enough to run it. But my desktop is, so I started playing it finally,
Oh, okay.
and it's really good.
You're welcome. Kennedy, anything new?
Yes. The day today is Tuesday, September 13th, and today
You dated the podcast.
Oh my god. I dated it, I took it out
Wait,
to
are we
dinner,
not supposed
took it out
to?
to a movie, we
No,
had a
I don't
grand
give a
old
fuck.
time, and I had it home by 7. And on this
You're so thoughtful.
Oh,
I don't think this
You know,
is gonna
that's
be
what I
over
do.
by 7.
No. it's Not at the rate
anyway,
we're going.
the BioShock HD collection has just come out today. Now, a lot of you probably get the vibe that Earthbound is my favorite game of all time, and I don't know why y'all think that. Could it be that I just talked about it? Could it be that I'm wearing an Earthbound shirt right now?
They can't see that.
What?
Well, now they know.
I'm wearing an
Now they
Earthbound
know.
shirt too.
I am Earthbound.
But-
There's probably somebody who wears a blue shirt.
But there is one, actually two kind of under the same franchise games that I like better. My favorite game of all time, depending on the day you ask me, is either BioShock or BioShock Infinite. I tend to lean toward one, but the HD collection just came out today. I haven't got a chance to play it yet, but it's in my hands. Well, not right now, but it's in my backpack, and I can't wait to start playing it because it's so pretty.
Does Earthbound have your weekends?
Yeah. Do you have like joint? Do they have joint custody of your favorite?
Yeah. Well,
Like the title of favorite?
Well, it's like I have a really Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time relationship with BioShock 1 and Infinite because things I
Go
love
on. Go on.
things I love about BioShock 1 are big flaws in Infinite, and Infinite's the same way. There are things I love in Infinite that BioShock 1 just doesn't have. For example, the fact that BioShock Infinite, it's much more exciting, it's much more quack paced. I was trying to say quick and fast. I was trying to say
There's a lot more ducks in
I was
it.
trying to say quick and fast at the same time. It's much more fast paced, and there's more thrill of actually playing it than there is with BioShock. And BioShock is all the psychological stuff, which is just absolutely brilliant, which BioShock Infinite doesn't have too much of until you hit the very end and Burial at Sea. So it's a really
A burial at sea. I was feeling that literally at the end of Infinite.
Do you
No
not like
spoilers.
Infinite?
I love Infinite.
Okay.
I love BioShock to death.
I feel that.
BioShock
I
2
like-
is my favorite.
I love
You can leave.
BioShock
I
and
could-
like Infinite.
I
don't
could
think it's
Yes.
do.
all that
Oh,
great.
I've met plenty of
I
people who
really
love
like
BioShock but
Yeah.
who don't like Infinite. The only thing that really pisses me off are when people say they don't like Infinite because they don't understand how it ties into the first BioShock, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so what you're telling me is you didn't beat it.
Yeah, you didn't play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're telling me is
It
you
spells it
didn't play the game. Like, I totally understand why BioShock Infinite wouldn't be for some people. Just don't tell me you don't like it solely because you don't see why it's a BioShock game. What connects it in BioShock 1? I'm not going to spoil it on the podcast. All
It's
I'm
been
going
out
to
for
say
like
is,
3 years.
I still haven't played it.
still, I usually like giving these things like a
Jameson.
5 to 7 year thing before I'll just spurt it out. But my point is, play
I give a year.
Yeah.
You're much better than I am. But my point is, if you're one of those annoying ass people, beat the fucking game.
But can I have
Beat
an
the
all
fucking game, and then
retro?
play Burial at Sea, because Burial at Sea just ties it all up in a nice little bow.
It may not be the best gameplay wise, but yeah, it finishes like the story really strong.
It's Burial at Sea is more of a focus on the story than
I
it
love
is
the
the
shit out of
gameplay.
Burial
Oh,
at Sea
I do
too.
too.
I mean,
I mean, it's like from the stealth aspect.
that's
Well,
honestly
I
preferred.
love the stealth aspect.
Really?
I thought it was really cool.
I hate
Yeah.
the stealth aspect, and I just went in there, guns a-blazing, and when you're playing as Elizabeth, that doesn't really work.
You played as Elizabeth in Burial at Sea?
Spoilers.
I haven't played it yet.
I actually haven't played it
I
yet.
have ruined it all.
They did say that when they announced the DLC.
What?
Yeah, you play as Booker
Everyone's
in
yelling.
part 1, and you play as Elizabeth in part 2. And playing as Booker is fine, but when you play as Elizabeth, it wants you to play stealthily, and
because it's a stealth game.
well,
Like the first one was.
Well, I mean,
Be
you can, if you're good, you can play Bioshock 1 just guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
Can I play
Well, that's not
Wrench
how I did.
Blazing? Because I already
That's how I
that.
played.
Can you play what?
I played Wrench
like that.
Blazing.
It's
played
really
on
hard.
easy.
I had an all wrench run.
Same.
It's
Anyway.
really hard to not run into Bioshock 1 guns a-blazing, especially when you realize that you get stronger and the enemies don't.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
That was honestly my biggest problem with Bioshock. When it starts off as a survival horror game and then ends as a sort of like an action game with kind of tank controls.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
And see, there's another thing that Bioshock Infinite has that Bioshock 1 doesn't. In Infinite, I mean, I'm not going to say, there's a huge spike in difficulty or anything, but you do notice that, enemies get stronger.
Yeah.
Or rather, their weaponry gets stronger, their strategies get stronger, and their numbers increase.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck that.
I mean,
cheese.
like there are also like some bosses that are even a little bit cheap.
The
I'd
ambush.
say.
The ambush at the end of the game.
No, I'd say more
the
the
ambush at the end of the game.
I love
Well,
Which
yeah, the
one at
ambush.
the end of the game?
Fuck that.
The ambush at the end of the game comes out of nowhere, but I was also gonna say.
That's what ambushes tend to do.
Yeah.
I beat it on my second try.
Oh,
Yeah, Dan
man.
beat it on his second try. I was stuck on there for like 2 or 3 hours.
Which ambush are we talking
The
about?
one at the very end of the game was Songbird.
It's like the last.
Where you use,
Yeah,
it's like
that's
the
it.
last
It's
thing
an
you
escort.
do.
Yeah.
You use Songbird to like help you pick apart the ship and destroy everyone.
Oh, true.
I was
Okay.
talking more about the Lady
Yeah, that was
Comstock
Not.
fight. though.
See, now a lot of people always tell me that they had trouble with that fight. I didn't have that much trouble. It takes a long time.
Yeah, that was
You have to be
that was my
super
problem.
patient, but like there's a supply machine thing like right by there, and
Yeah.
like it provides you with a nice little cubby space. I didn't have that much trouble with it. I beat it on my first try. It's just you got to be patient.
I started
That's my
using the.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah, I started
Yeah.
using the vigor. Like, what's the thing that like sucks up all the hits and then you can throw it?
Return to sender.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
That just breaks that fight
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can just soak up all the hits from all the grunts and then just throw it at Lady
Now-
Comstock. And GG.
Now I'll tell you what
Games
I
that-
liked doing with the grunts. What I like doing throughout the whole game, period, is when you max out your upgrades for Undertow. You get that tentacle that grabs multiple enemies, and then you just do that, and then you grab a gun in the other hand, and you just shoot them off one by one. Takes them out so fast.
See, funny enough, I never
Greg,
used.
you were saying something?
I really hate games that have boss fights when they don't need them. Speaking of which, Bioshock Infinite. It's just like these strange encounters that don't test your skill in any specific way because they have very like sort of basic gameplay. And here you are fighting the ghost of Lady Comstock for some
Lady
reason.
Comstock.
And it's just like what did I do specifically? I just kind of shot at her like 100,000 times,
Yeah.
blew all my ammo, and then she went down. I was like, oh, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I
Like,
really don't understand where like that came from.
No, it's just
She wasn't, like, a
it's just
real
a lot of.
person.
No, it's not even
Supposed to be
infinite.
like
It's just
an
I've been
enemy
playing a
type.
lot of games.
Like
recently.
the
No,
Siren.
I understand it was supposed to be an enemy type, but like the whole Lady Comstock like arc came out of literally.
Okay. Hang on, listeners. If you haven't beat Bioshock Infinite yet and you're interested, skip the next minute.
It's been
Oh,
out
we're going
for
to that.
3
I'm
years.
just real life.
Okay.
All right, maybe let's not skip.
All right,
it.
okay. We'll spare you.
Just
we'll talk
fall
about it.
asleep.
I have
We'll
my
talk
ears
about small
covered.
time.
It's okay.
Should I tell you after we record the
Yes.
podcast? Okay. Well, suffice to say, I have my PhD in Bioshock.
All right.
I will explain all.
All right.
Let's
Oh.
continue.
Although
Yes.
I would like to say one quick other thing though.
Yes.
Okay.
Regarding both Bioshock and the Festival of Indie Games that we were at.
Yep.
One of the lead developers for Bioshock 1 and Infinite was at FIG, and he was there with his new game Perception, which I got to talk to him in great detail about. I wrote an article on it, go read it if you're interested. He did say while I was interviewing him that a lot of people after Infinite, like there were a lot of people that had a lot of questions, and that he realizes that clarity was a big problem in Infinite, and in this game he's working on now, Perception, like he's taking all that feedback and trying to make the story as clear as possible. So it's like the devs realize that their explanations could be much clearer,
Yeah,
which
that's
they
good.
could.
I mean, that's what happens whenever you throw time travel in a game. It's like, okay, so
Yeah, you have to
okay.
explain it so
Time
clearly.
travel and parallel universe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit gets fucked.
Anyway.
I'll stop talking about Bioshock 4 now.
Yeah, we have a whole news segment coming up on probably just that. Ricky, what have you been playing?
So I haven't been playing that much lately. Really, what I've been playing is the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time because I never played it before.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I never played. I wasn't a Nintendo kid. I only had a PlayStation when I was a kid. So
Why
I
is
never.
nobody going after Ricky with pitchforks when he says that sentence?
I didn't listen to him.
Whoa, okay.
And
I
there's
was
your
trying
answer.
to find something. What did you say?
I said I hadn't played Ocarina of Time until this point.
Oh, okay.
I don't like Ocarina of Time, so I don't give a shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like it like compared to other Zelda games.
Ah.
We've talked about this multiple times on the podcast before.
Can we please not bring it up again?
Yes. I don't want to
but
start yelling.
I appreciate
Why don't you
that.
start yelling?
It just the only thing I'll say about it is it takes me just a little bit longer of time because I lack a good amount of common sense.
I feel.
And so-
I relate.
And so there was one dungeon where I was like, how do I get out of here? I texted my friend like, how do you get out of here? You light a stick on fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not
actually
clearly
me.
explained.
I mean,
I know. Is it the Deku tree?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not clearly explained at all.
No. I didn't know you could roll with fire.
Nope.
I didn't think rolling with fire was a very good idea.
Neither did I.
That sounds like a band name, Rolling with Fire.
You know what else is a really good band name?
What?
Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Maybe we should start a band called Rolling Stones.
Yeah, that's a great idea. But it's like it's more so just a different sort of mindset. Like back in then, that wasn't considered tough for us. But nowadays, we have games that literally hold our hand.
Yeah,
which is why
really.
people found games like Dark Souls so refreshing. Was because it actually rewarded you for actually thinking instead of like going
it
through
throws you into it.
emotions. Yeah, you just kind of like you just try things out until they work and you find secrets. That's what people sort of liked about the old school game design, which is why it's sort of coming back nowadays.
It's a
Yeah.
really hard thing to nail in terms of explanation
yes.
Yep.
and getting the perfect amount so it's not holding your hand.
Because it's
Like-
really subjective.
It
I find.
really is. I'm all for the show don't tell kind of learning aspect for games. Like, just look at Mega Man X.
Yes.
Shadow of the Colossus does if you
But they literally tell you nothing. That's the perfect
it gives you very vague things of seek upon its head or something. You can kind of figure it out, but I love that thing where it's just okay, look at what he's doing, fuck around with him, and then you'll find out what he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anything else? Or just. Ocarina of
Really
Time?
just that,
All right.
and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Pat.
Besides us playing Overwatch, I've been playing WoW.
All right, Sydney.
So what else is new?
I played Overwatch this morning and yesterday morning on console because
no.
I can't play it on PC.
You poor soul.
But
Soon.
I don't care. I tried playing Mercy and I don't hate support nearly as much as I thought I would. I find it weird. I understand people are console's bad and people don't know how to play. But, it actually is astounding how much little people care about the healer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should not
every
be
game.
facing a Roadhog head on
Nope.
with a Reinhardt behind me. And it's just where is my team? Why
It's
are
me.
you literally running into danger?
It's because it's composed of 5 other assault characters because they all want to get play of the game.
And they all want to be Genji.
But then I'll get
same
play of the
time.
game for rezzing people.
So that's the worst part about playing support is because you're reliant on your team and you're already kind of sacrificing yourself
Yeah.
for the team because you're playing the role no one wants to play, and then in which they don't even let you play the role correctly.
Yeah.
I had a game.
That's why you just pick Lucio, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you just
But,
shoot your gun.
I had a few games this morning. I had one where I found a match, and of course it was one of the ones where the team's gonna lose in 15 seconds. I joined 15 seconds in. I healed one person and got a silver medal.
Incredible.
That's that good
One
shit.
Nice.
person for 15 seconds.
Yep.
And I got a medal. I'm like, how? And also, I just shouldn't feel like I should be getting kills as Mercy with my pistol.
You shouldn't.
When
No
it pops
Mercy
up,
run.
Man,
I
I got
understand
2
that
average.
you get some eliminations for assists when they pop up if you've done enough.
Yeah.
But if I go at the bottom and it says somebody's name and then 100 next to it, and I'm Mercy, that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. So, I guess that is everybody. Adam, what do you have for news this week?
Bioshock.
Yeah.
That's not news. That's a release date.
Well, I mean, there's really not much to talk about, though, anyway. It's just an HD collection.
Yeah, we already had that discussion,
Yeah.
like, not even 2 minutes ago.
It has 1, 2, Infinite, all the DLC, so Burial at Sea, Clash in the Clouds, Minerva's Den.
Just in case you
You know,
forgot the names
if
of the
you-
expansions.
If you haven't already played Bioshock or any of the Bioshock games, I would highly recommend it. We can leave it at that.
Yeah, I'd love to play with the PS4. I don't have either.
I got it on PS4 and I don't have one either. I plan to play it
She's gonna mooch off
here.
of me.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what boyfriends are for.
Mooch.
Sony announced its PlayStation Pro and Slim PS4
Yeah.
officially.
Let us
Hey,
talk
look,
about those.
the things that are only going to boost sales for used regular PS4s.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, that's good news for me in Sydney.
Yeah, that's good news for me and you guys also.
Oh, you
I
don't
I'm probably not buying a PS4 at this point.
No, I have Bloodborne.
That's probably why I thought you had one.
Can't play it though.
Truthfully, I'm probably not gonna buy a PS4 at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just because, like, I don't have a PC.
Yeah.
So why waste money on a PS4 and a PC?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna get one or the other.
Like,
just get
I would
PC.
rather
Yeah.
get a
Unless you need to
better
play Bloodborne
gaming
like I
PC
Yeah.
than get, like, a half-ass gaming PC and a PS4.
Yeah, and any
Xbox
exclusives for
games.
PS4 you can just play here.
Exactly. Like,
I-
Destiny.
I want a PS4, but not so much that I want to pay $300. Not that I have $300 to use, but if in a perfect world where I did, like, I want to wait for the price to hit just a little lower. Maybe wait till Black Friday if I have the money. But
Yeah.
My thing is just I have too many big, small purchases to make. Like, I need to get headphones, and I'm very heavily debating getting a new 3DS.
Yeah, that's fair.
Possibly mostly just because of the new Yoshi's Woolly World game.
can't it be run on a regular 3DS?
Yeah, but I have a 2DS.
I see your problem.
Yeah.
I see your problem.
And, like, with the amount of new designs that are coming out and the games that are coming out, it just kind of seems worth it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Though I will still need to buy a new charger because I have no idea where mine is currently.
They sell them first party
Yeah.
separately now, so.
Yeah.
That's good.
Took long
Anywho,
enough.
the PlayStation Pro is a more powerful version of the same PlayStation we have in stock, and it's interesting because it's causing a lot of controversy because people are like worried that it's happening too soon and stuff like that.
Too
And-
soon.
Because
And it's
you
like-
don't need it.
Yeah, like one,
Yeah.
it's optional, but like two, there's this strange perception, which I honestly get because for most of us, it's been a good chunk of our life. But people like to pretend the vast majority of console generations last like 8 years, like it did with the 360 and the PlayStation 3. But
Yeah.
that's not the norm. Almost every life cycle of a console is like 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And it seems
Yeah.
weird to
Scary
it seems
thought.
weird to think about it, like because of like just perception, but that's how it is. So people are like going crazy. Wow, I can't believe the NX is coming out already. It's like it's only been like 4 years, and then Nintendo has let us down completely. That's like you go to any site and you'll see those sentences. So there's also people worried about this Pro. They're like, hey, I've had my PlayStation 3 for 3-4 years now. My PlayStation 4 for 3-4 years now. I don't know if like I'm worried that if this Pro comes out, like and it doesn't really make too much sense to me. Now, I do get some worries because I'm like 100% sure there's going to be like some game that runs like trash on your normal PlayStation 4 and some game that runs really well on the Neo.
Mm-hmm.
And while they keep trying to say like, oh no, it's going to be fine, we all know what's going to happen. And so the games don't even run that well like before there was a Neo or before there was the PlayStation Pro. So I can only imagine that when the Pro actually comes out, we're going to be seeing games actually run well on the Pro and then run badly on the PlayStation 4, which, if you think about, already is going to make people mad, like, automatically. Because if we can't get games to run well now, what's the chance that they're going to run better in the future? So it's just like, I don't know. Everyone's super freaked out, and it's a very strange and complex topic to talk about because I feel like everyone is coming in with, like, different information than somebody else is, and it's strange.
And I also can't imagine that studios other than first parties will actually build things for the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Because the market is already substantially smaller. There's no real reason to if Sony isn't forcing you to do it to push sales. So why fucking bother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing you can hope for is, hey, this game now runs at 60 FPS. Like, if
Yeah.
I can play Bloodborne 60 Frames per second?
I thought it already played that.
No, it
fast.
doesn't. I know Riot still feels so smooth at 30. That's the wizards at From Software. Doesn't make anything happen.
This podcast is never complete without Greg just talking about the Soulsborne saga.
It was From Software. I will literally so you know about like the guy 5, it's like a guy and girl 5. It's like you're the 5 guys you would just like
Burgers
That's
and
like
fries.
the force.
no the 5 guys like the 5 guys you would go gay for. I got like
Burgers and fries.
all of From
5
Software.
guys, 5 guys
all of From
burgers, 5
Software
guys
is one of
fries.
them.
No, Greg. Once that
No.
list exceeds 5 people, you are considered bisexual at this point.
Nope. Okay, so all of From Software is 1.
So you get 5?
And I'm pretty sure there's probably some girls in From Software. I don't really know though, but like it doesn't matter. They're on my girl and guy 5. All are From Software.
But Greg, how come your mom lets you have multiple people as your first?
Irregardless, that's not even a real word.
It's just regardless.
Yeah, no. But it's actually in the dictionary now because so many people who want to sound smarter than they are, I have started using them.
Wait.
Irregardless. Yeah, it's in a dictionary.
It's in a dictionary.
I don't know if it's in like all of
Is
them.
that dictionary Urban Dictionary?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
Urban
actually.
Dictionary doesn't count.
I know.
Dictionary.
Something else that I found hilarious about that kind of shit is that Oxford added a definition to literally that means figuratively.
Yeah,
That's.
I love English.
It's great.
I majored in
Ornament?
English.
What the fuck?
How does this all make you feel?
Irregardless.
I wanna die.
That's a question for a
Regardless.
psych major like
Regardless.
myself.
Oh, well,
Where's your
you
degree?
ask her how she
What?
feels.
Where's your degree?
It's coming.
Uh-huh.
In the mail.
That's what they all say. Mine's hanging on my living room wall right now. Sorry.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of controversy around the Slim as well, which is weird because there have been Slims as long as there have been PlayStations, and there were even Slims before PlayStation. Yeah, there was like one of those Ataris, I believe, had a Slim. That was like one of the first ones back in like the 80s or some shit. So it's like,
And I see this weird like swing where it's like, yeah, fuck the PS Slim. I'm gonna get an Xbox One S. I'm like,
don't do
nah,
it.
like that's
like the
I'm like,
literally
you know
the same
that's a
thing.
Slim.
I think what
Like-
you mean by that is fuck the Slim. I'm sticking with the original because I've had multiple Slim PlayStation 2s and I had a Slim PlayStation 3. All of them have been trash compared to the brick.
My PS3 is a Slim and I've had it for like 6 years.
Fuck you.
My 360 is a Slim.
Fuck you. My
I
experience
love the
does matter
Slimmer.
more than
I want a
yours.
Slimmer.
My,
What's the PS4
my old
Slim? I
PS2
need
was
that
a Slim and it
Slimmer.
lasted
Yeah.
5.
Okay, dude.
My old PS2 I got when I was 7. I've had it for 13 years and it still runs pretty
When
good.
you were
And is
just
it a brick?
When I was a brick.
No, was it a
What?
brick?
Oh, was it a brick?
Was
it
it
was,
a
it was a
brick?
brick. I also
Yeah.
have the
Sounds
brick
like a more
PS3.
mature name.
And that's so much.
So when he was a wee
Yeah.
lad,
Like,
he was known as Rick.
I have gone on the record multiple times saying that the PlayStation 2 is my favorite console of all time, and I have
Yeah.
gone through.
You can't play Earthbound on that.
and that makes me very
You also
sad. But
can't
you
play
can play
Bioshock.
all
Yeah,
of
you also
my.
can't play Bioshock.
Outside of Bioshock and Earthbound, which to be fair are my top
You can't
two,
play Double Dash on that.
Most of my other all-time favorites are on the PS2, but I digress. The PS2 is my favorite console of all time. I've had one since 2001, and I say one by which I mean at least 5. And all of the slim ones, which I think I've had 3. All of them have had stupidly short lifespans. I don't
It's
know
funny.
if maybe this is just a thing with
I'm
the
pretty-
PS2.
I'm pretty sure it's just a you thing. Because I've had brick ones that have died in a year.
Yeah.
Really?
Fuck you.
I've had 2 bricks that have died in a year. I
Damn.
had a Slim that lasted for like 6, and then it didn't even die, it was just stolen.
Well,
You didn't leave it at a bus stop, did you?
No.
maybe it is just a me thing then. Maybe I just have really bad luck with Slims because I also had a PlayStation 3 Slim for a while,
Your-
and again,
Kennedy, your current PS3 is a Slim.
is it a Slim?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Well, I had a.
Let me down, Kennedy.
This is exactly like
I
you
see
realizing
so
that
much
Chummer had
hypocrisy
gear
everywhere.
packs.
Well, I thought my current PS3 was a Slim.
Honestly,
I had
It'll
a
die.
Slim for it too, and it died after a matter of months.
Actually,
And the PS3, the one I have now is a Slim, though I guess I can't talk shit about the PS3 Slim because my PS3 has served me well.
Yeah, that one got a bit confusing because there was also the Slimmer. So I had a Slim for a while, and I forgot that there was a big, bulkier version of the PlayStation 3.
There's a Slimmer. It's a top loader.
That's probably what I'm thinking of then. Well, I take back what I said about the PS3 then, but the PS2 Slim is trash.
Mine still works just fine.
Fuck you.
I found they, like, on the PS2 end, like, I've never known a difference between them. I've only had the brick. I've had friends that have had the Slim, and that one, they work just fine, so... I don't know if
Maybe it is just a me thing then.
It might be. But, like, still, like, my brick of a PS3 is, like, still really good. The only time it kind of fucked up on me was when it, I got the red screen of death that a save file corrupted, and I had to get the, I think it was the hard drive replaced.
Yes.
Rip.
Ew.
Anywho.
My PS3 died.
I never had a
Because
Anywho.
just got broke, and then the internal battery died.
Anywho.
Fuck. Anyway, news.
The PS4 Slim will launch November 10th for $399. What did it just say?
I'm so happy prices for the fat one.
Launch November
Used fat
10th at
PS4s are
That's
gonna go
the
down.
PS4
I'm waiting
Pro.
for it.
Will launch November 10th at $399, and the other one will launch at $299.
Okay.
Wait,
I might.
It's only $2.99.
I think I'm gonna put away money for the Pro. Yeah.
If you
Because
don't,
I haven't bought one yet.
yeah, if you don't have a PS4, you may as well get the Pro.
Yeah.
It's only $100 more, and it's you're actually gonna be able to run your games, unlike how most games are on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
what
want
if
to play
you're poor?
Bloodborne in that. Well,
Like me.
If developers.
It's a win-win. If
Don't
you're poor,
buy
you get the
PlayStation.
discount in regular,
Yeah.
and if you're not, you can get a Pro.
But $100 is...
Kennedy,
You can just not get a
you
PlayStation.
just don't.
But you said it was
What-
$100 extra dollars.
Yeah, but it's 400 as opposed to 3.
I'm looking for like $250. That's mine.
Go to
That might be the
Craigslist.
normal PlayStation at this point.
Yeah.
You can buy like an iced tea
I've seen
for that price.
PS4s on Craigslist for like $120.
Where am I when these go on there?
Craigslist.
Where?
No,
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Go
It
look.
might be a box of rocks.
Yeah, probably.
That's true.
It might be a picture of a PS4.
Yeah, right?
It might be a PS4 that the disc reader doesn't work or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to my PS3.
So,
It sucked.
shall we?
Anyway.
Nintendo to develop Mario Runner for iPhone. They did
Not
not.
Android?
They did not actually specify Android.
God.
Yeah.
They said they'll
Um,
most likely have it out though. Within a few months.
Yeah, within a few months. That's like every iOS release
iOS.
is like, oh, yeah, we'll get there. To be an Android user, you have to have patience.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
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 In apps coming out anyway. There's also a tack onto that I'd like to talk about.
Attack on Titan.
Attack?
No,
So
like
I was
an
gonna say.
addendum.
Oh, okay.
It's that the Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem mobile games got delayed until March 2017.
That's when that next comes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So-
we're gonna get some compatibility between the new.
I was talking about this yesterday. I already think the NX is going to be delayed at least a year and a half.
We haven't even seen
No,
like
man.
any pictures of it or
Like
prototypes.
I am
Honestly,
extremely
that's a good
doubtful.
thing.
Misconception: the PlayStation 3 was released 6 months after it was announced. The Xbox One was 7. I might get the numbers wrong, but we're not still too far off for them
No,
to
it's
announce
still-
it this month.
I've just
And then-
become extremely cynical at this point.
Yeah, but Nintendo's the only people actually release shit on time. Only very recently, within the last year, have they been like, "Oh, delays.
Yeah.
What's that?" So I honestly wouldn't be too surprised. I would be more surprised than I would not be if it came out in March.
I'm gonna guess that.
And
But
honestly,
yeah.
like them keeping it under wraps is probably a good thing, especially because there's already a console war going on about systems that aren't out yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mobile games.
And it will not be. It will not be there will not be microtransactions. Basically, it'll be released
Yeah.
as like a free to download thing and try out, and then it's just a one flat rate. So
The two apps?
it's
Or Mario
one.
Runner.
Mario Runner. What
Oh.
would be the other? What was the other?
Okay. I thought we were still talking about Animal Crossing Fire.
Oh no.
Never mind.
And yeah,
I just think
It'll come out
it's
in
cute that he made it
December.
because
I
he
think
saw
they
his
said.
wife play mobile games.
Good game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
in
the
December.
inspiration. That's adorable.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
All right.
Who talking about Miyamoto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miyamoto's cute as shit.
Yeah.
This just
Is he also in your Five Guys?
No, he's not my guy. My 5 guys.
Not yet.
He's too precious.
He is like my hero. I
He's
can't.
too
You don't
pure.
fuck your heroes, kids. If you ever thought about fucking your heroes, I gotta heavily say it.
Can that-
Considering
can that
the
be the name
default
of
to
the
that
podcast
question
this
is
week?
normally
Don't
my
fuck your
parents,
heroes.
especially don't do that.
My parents are my heroes. Anyway,
5 hours ago, a new patch for Overwatch went through.
Oh shit!
is
I didn't know
this
about
63 hertz?
No, but they did make a video about that. You should watch it.
Yeah. They claim
Anything cool?
most players won't notice a difference, but I fucking will.
Oh my god! Sorry.
Because I've been talking about it for literally weeks and blaming my poor performance on it. Now I can blame my poor performance on only myself.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I have
We
no
just kinda
excuses.
suck.
Yep.
We.
I don't suck. I can't suck at a game that I don't play.
True.
We kind of suck.
I'm gonna
Anyways.
fix this. I've been microanalyzing Pat's play.
All right.
I got some words for him.
Microanalyzing, it's pretty obvious. Hey, Pat,
Yeah.
Hey,
how
Pat,
about
before you start
you
the
use the
group-
long range on Junkrat and actually shoot? You know how many times we'll be approaching the combat zone and he's not already firing? Like, that's exactly how you play Junkrat. He waits till he sees them and then starts firing. It's like, you're not doing it right. You know, I'm killed by Junkrat and I can't see far more than I'm killed by a Junkrat that I can see.
Yeah.
Just do that.
But I've seen other things that,
Oh, this one.
that we don't see on
You
our
can
end.
you
when we're
can
playing
be
online.
aggressive
And that's
without
bad.
being literally next to your opponent.
Like I
You're
have
playing
seen Pat.
Junkrat. You have a long range gun. Probably the longest range one in the game outside of snipers.
Be aggressive. Passive aggressive.
I haven't seen
Nah.
Pat
Thanks.
Pat,
run into
Passive
an
aggressive.
enemy
There you go.
and just die, and I'm like, Pat, why'd you do that? Well, I wanted to kill them with my grenades when I died.
he kind of gets a martyrdom.
He's trying to get he is actively going for martyrdom kills while he's still alive.
Really. Anyways, please
I
get
think that was
patch
the
notes.
turret one though. In quick play.
still the
Read us the
On
patch notes
console.
before I die.
General, players will now see fewer plays of the game featuring Mercy's resurrection ability.
I wasted my money getting her highlight intro. I wanted to get Podig every game.
Which highlight intro did you get? The one where she like twists
Hold up
around?
again.
Yeah.
The other ones are.
I think the res one is lion.
Yeah.
Trees.
Increased payload speed on Eichenwalde.
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice. I still haven't played on that map, but all I hear is that it's the worst.
It's
so.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
bad.
the new
Especially
one,
if you get it in
right? Yeah.
competitive. It's just
It
not
looks
good.
pretty.
A new competitive tier legend has been added to competitive play info screen.
So
now
after
you can see-
Grandmaster, it's Legend?
No. It's like so you can see what the ranks are.
Oh, the word Legend.
The word legend, not
Okay.
tier legend.
Okay. I was going to say League of Legendary.
Cool.
A new match complete splash screen has replaced the former round complete splash screen. Thank God.
Yeah.
All right.
The other one's real bugging me.
Oh, where you
Bugging.
completed the
Speaking
match
of
and it said
bugs,
round
let's get
complete?
to bug fixes.
Oh, I got your bug fixes here. Fixed a bug which prevented the triple kill announcement from being played after a kill streak of 3 or more. Okay.
Important.
These are not important.
All right. Heroes.
Here, Matt.
Never
Wait,
Oh,
die.
it's done.
Why did we bother?
There's
oh wait,
nothing under heroes?
no, there's stuff, but it doesn't matter. It's like fixed bug.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh-huh.
great.
I do have something to say about play of the games with Mercy's res being lowered. If they can do that for Mercy's ult, why haven't they done it for Reaper or Hanzo?
Because
Or junk.
that's
Or
just like
junk.
that's like a numbers per second thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like this Reaper got the highest numbers in the shortest amount of time, so that gets play of the game. It's not really like a Death Blossom specific thing.
Yeah.
It's like a program thing for Mercy's ult because it's hard to be like. I don't know exactly why they've changed it because they added a good amount. It used to be like 4 if the game sucked, 5 revives to like automatically get play of the game.
Yeah.
But now
And then
it's
it was
just
like
literally
3.
Yeah, it was like 3 this patch. I would pretty much get it every game and play Mercy.
Yeah.
Because all I have to do is wait for my team to die, which isn't hard. And then I revive them all.
Especially if Pat actively goes for martyrdom kills.
At the
I'm
end
so
game
triggered.
should not. Your end goal in a game should not be to die.
Yeah, honestly.
Not always.
Most of the
Pat,
time.
That doesn't
Literally.
work in like any game.
Anyway, so is that
Yeah.
it for news stories?
There's still 2 more.
Okay.
There's a welcome bundle being added to Hearthstone in a way to get new players to try to pay money.
It is still too late
It is.
to like get into Hearthstone
way
and
too
enjoy it
I
at
think
this
it's
point.
fine now because of standard. Like,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
it's substantially
true.
easier now than it was, say, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely still not great, but that's not.
Yeah.
That's like a very common thing with free-to-play games.
or just
So
card
it's-
games in general.
Yeah, especially-
like if you're in the middle of a season, or middle of a like rotation, it's gonna be fucking expensive regardless.
Yeah.
So, for $5.99 or $4.99, why did it? For $4.99, the welcome bundle contains 10 classic packs and 1 random legendary card from the set, and the legendaries can only be they're only classic class legendaries. So you can get Cenarius, Edwin, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
None of the neutrals. And like for reference, it's how much is it for 10 packs usually? Something like
It's like 11.
1,000
Isn't it 10 bucks?
it's like
Yeah,
10
it's a
bucks.
dollar a
10
pack.
for 10.
I think it might be a little more. It might be like
I think it is more.
it might be like 12 or something.
Oh, I deleted it
Might
from
be
my
weird.
phone.
Yeah. But either way,
It's 10 or 11 for
Yeah.
10 packs.
10 packs for $5 plus a guaranteed
Legendary.
class legendaries.
Yeah.
That's
pretty good.
Pretty good.
but there is a catch. 1 per account. So you
Yeah.
can't like buy this 50 times because otherwise they just wouldn't be making. I mean, they'd be actively making substantially less money.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
with the free legendary part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter because you kind of only get picked from like 6 legendaries. But
Yeah,
also,
but then you'll get dupes more likely, and then you
Yeah.
can farm dust.
but also
Yeah.
the legendaries you get from these 10 packs or from the one you get cannot be gold.
I mean, I could.
No, I'm just saying so.
I don't get
It will
golden legendaries. I'm not Marcus.
Greg has that 1,000-yard stare. For all you listeners at home.
Epic name, bro. He started playing Hearthstone and he pulled like 5 golden legendaries in his first like week playing, and I got really cried. I just skipped mad and went straight to crying because I haven't gotten a single one.
I also
got
haven't
2.
gotten one.
I got 2.
I
I
don't-
got rid of one of them.
I don't know. I haven't looked at Hearthstone. Like, even in Battle.net, I haven't even looked at, like, the little Hearthstone icon in so long. I'm like, okay.
All right,
I've
what's
tried
next?
getting into Hearthstone before, but I'm already in too deep with Magic the Gathering, so I'm just like, why? If I want to play Magic, I'll play Magic.
Yeah. Adam, your news?
I'm triggered.
Does Magic the
Dan,
Gathering-
Adam, your newsies.
Adam's triggered.
So for some reason, the PlayStation TGS press conference happened this morning, and it completely blew over my head.
I watched it though, so I can talk about it. This is
Please
fucking
do so.
trash.
Oh, okay.
The only cool thing that happened was we saw Kojima again. And that was great. So here's the things I remember. Because
we
I
see
wasn't
more
thinking-
Norman
I got a list
Reedus?
of them if you'd like me to.
No,
read.
I will tell you what I remember.
Was
Okay.
there
See the
Smoke
fetus.
Babby?
All right, so a few things I remember. They announced the Neo release date, which is probably the best thing for me. They finally showed it was going to be released. I believe it was.
February 9th.
Yeah, I was going to say
That's
that.
the PS4, like, Pro
Neo.
Neo.
It's
Different?
No, Neo the
Nio,
game.
the game.
Nio, yeah.
It's called Pro. The official name is Pro. Neo was like the prototype name.
Yeah, Nio is...
Nio is
It's a type-
game,
it's a
not the
game.
console.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the game is being released in February.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the console's being released in November.
Got
and
it.
it is known as the Pro.
I'm stupid.
And so that happened. Also, fucking Capcom did it again. Would you believe it? They announced something involving Resident Evil. But they started it in the exact same way they did it last year. So for those who didn't know, last year, they announced it was the 20th anniversary or something of Resident Evil. So they had this like sick trailer where it was like they showed like highlights from all the games and it went in order. It's like, oh, this is great. And then at the end they announced Umbrella Chronicles, the biggest slap in the face in probably video gaming history. What do you know? This year, they start with the trailer talking about the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil. They show clips through all the games, and they get to they show something about 7. They're
It's okay. It's okay. You can say it.
it's okay.
You need a hug.
All right. So they announced, instead of anything about Resident Evil 7, they announced that this J-rock band, I forget their name, is you can play Resident Evil 7 or something with the VR and then watch a live concert by them. This is what they announced about Resident Evil 7.
I'm so
birthday.
glad
And
I
the song was called Don't Be Afraid, and all Resident Evil fans could do was be very afraid. I couldn't believe they did it 2 years in a row. How the fuck can you do that? Was there not a big enough backlash last year? So they did it again. Okay, this is a terrible idea.
Should have announced a remaster of 2, which everyone wants.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Why the hell would you think Resident Evil 1 worked? Like, oh yeah, VR concert, it's totally what I want to do. Sure, that might be a cool idea, but why Resident Evil? Terrible idea. But how the fuck can you 2 years in a row do the fucking montage celebrating the history of your game and then leading it into a disappointing... I don't know, man. I don't think people could be this stupid. But apparently Capcom has... I thought they were stupid, but I don't think they were this fucking stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This is even dumber than fucking Xbox One going, oh, you can't fucking play used games. Why? I don't fucking know, just because it said so. That was their whole fucking pitch. Like, no one knew why you couldn't play used games. They said it like, whatever. Dumbest fucking thing ever. Also, Kojima comes on stage, starts talking about Death Stranding, and this nigga is just like out of his mind. Because he talks about like, he starts like, I probably have to rewatch it. He's like dropping like hints about the games. Like, if you are, it was some dumb shit like, if you are dead stranding. If you are alive stranding. And then he started talking about like the basics of like video game design or some shit. And then he was like, you have this like, when humans were made, we created the stick to ward away predators, and then we created the vine or the rope, and then like
we created the vine.
Is he trying to make memes? I feel like he's trying to make memes. Almost.
And then he sort of like ties it into gameplay and some shit, and he starts talking about how like Death Stranding. He did mention that Death Stranding is like an action game, and there might be some sort of multiplayer elements to it.
Do I get to play as the baby?
Probably.
Will there actually be multiplayer? No Man's Sky?
We don't. I mean,
No Man's Sky?
You can't just say that about every game now.
It was kind of subtle. It was kind of subtle. He was talking about like cooperation like between like people and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So people are like, is there going to be multiplayer? I don't know. All we really know, action game of some kind. We don't really know what that is. When it's going to be weird as fuck and you're going to hit shit.
It's open world, he said.
And open world. That was the other thing he said.
Huh.
There was also this other game. The only other thing I remember, I think it was like Grand Blue Fantasies, I believe it was called. And it is this Japanese developer who primarily worked on mobile games is now working with Platinum Games to create an action RPG. And the Platinum action RPG, I've literally been waiting for this for the longest time in my life. It's like, I love RPGs, I love action RPGs, Dark Souls, and so it's like, and my favorite people who make action games are Platinum Games. So if anyone can make an action RPG with the sickest fucking gameplay, it's gonna be Platinum. And they could sort of tone down the over-the-topness of it because it's a RPG and sort of like just come up with like a really feel-good animations, kind of like Neo, but like even more clean. And I would love to play it. They kind of showed like some various gameplay clips of it, and it was everyone looked your standard like, oh, I'm from Tales game. In fact, I thought it was a Tales game when I first saw it, but it was pretty enough. And the strange part about it was that they announced it and it's coming out in 2018, so expected to see it in 2019. I was really surprised they decided to announce something this early in the process. They must be excited about the project or something. I don't know what that is, but other than that, I didn't really care about anything else. I watched all of it and I fell asleep. Oh, there was this real nice thing where I think the president of Sony, he like came and talked about like, he came and talked about like games and made them actually feel important. Like he was talking about like him, like from his perspective as a kid, he was like, games taught us the things the adults didn't. He was like, I want to make games for you to play with your kids and like maybe like turn them like, you know, maybe they'll grow up and like continue our craft type of thing. So it's like this real like kind of sentimental thing. And I'm sure it's on a way better in Japanese, but like we had the translators who were fucking struggling. Like I know it's live translation is hard, but like they were struggling. So I don't know if what I heard was even what he meant, but it sounded real sweet like to my side, but like
they're just writing this as it goes. Like,
yeah, it's like they're just bullshit.
Like they're not actually translators. They just got in to try to watch the show.
Now, I don't know if this was announced at the PlayStation conference, but there was one other thing, which might have been announced there since it is a PlayStation exclusive. Ricky, this is our time to shine.
Talking about 2.8, yeah, they announced
2.8.
No one cares.
There we go.
And on to the next segment.
Well, 2.8. Well, it was delayed, but more importantly, there's an exact date on it now. I think it's January 28th or something like that. It's 12th in the States or Japan.
Japan.
And in the States, it's
That is not listed here.
Oh.
no. They had a date.
No, I mean on this article.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Not
see it
in
in
general.
June.
But
I can't wait to not
no,
see
it came out in the same month. But the point is, we actually have a date for it now. I am trash. I am in the biggest love-hate relationship with Kingdom Hearts games, but I'm excited that we get to play as Aqua.
Yep, 28th in the West.
Well,
Oh
like,
boy,
ever
I
since-
get Kingdom
ever since, like,
Hearts
the
for
end of,
my birthday.
the end of Birth by Sleep, which I love how Birth by Sleep was able to. They
Be
said it was
good?
gonna. Yeah, it was good. They said it's gonna answer a lot of questions people have the origins.
Kingdom Hearts answering questions.
When Kingdom Hearts,
Release date.
more.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts answers one question, they answer it by giving you 10 more.
Yeah.
That's how Kingdom Hearts works.
Such
Like,
is the
is it
nature
gonna
of the
come
Hydra
out?
beast that is Kingdom
Remember
Hearts.
when PlayStation 4 was announced? It was like, wow, I can't. They finally showed footage of a Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait for it to be like in the release window. Fucking 3
I
years.
can't wait to play it on the PS7.
They're already making a new
Yeah.
console generation.
But
Or at
Like,
least
I
attempting
I swear to God.
something else I find really interesting about it, though, is that based on the trailer we've seen, it looks like Unchained is actually going to be in the canon somehow.
Really.
Well, it's because when you get far enough in Unchained, there's these mage kind of guys who basically tell you, we are the top people. We're the CEOs of the Keyblade. I don't know how to
The
describe it.
CEOs
There's
of the
Please
there is a
break it down.
hierarchy.
This game.
There's a hierarchy, and they're
Okay.
basically saying we are on top of this big political hierarchy that is the Keyblade wheel. Just because prior to Kingdom Hearts 1, like basically everybody and their mom had a Keyblade, and after Kingdom Hearts 2, everybody and their mom has a Keyblade. But
So it's like they're the council. It's just like, all right, so we got this dude here. What's his name? It's like his name's Sora. It's like, what does he do? He lives on an island. It's like, do we give him a Keyblade? It's like, nah, his Riku friend over there. He's got way cooler hair. All right, here you go. Approved. Denied.
What I love about this.
no, sorry.
So, like, by that alone, I just have this glorious little thought of just, like, the creative directors of Kingdom Hearts going, like, so, they say our game is very convoluted. How do we fix this? Bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Let's add it now.
Pretty much. And but anyway, though, these mage kind of guys that appear in Unchained, they basically are there to, at first they give you a few tutorials, and then later on they're there to just be mysterious and be like, the answer lies in the dark heart door, Unchained, zipper button, I don't care. But the trailer that we saw does show them rendered there with everything else, so
In
apparently
T-pose?
there's, huh?
In T-pose.
T-pose, but but the point is they're going to be important, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I can't wait for if Kingdom Hearts 3 ever comes out. I can't wait for the people who like stopped after 2 and just waited for 3. Like it's
finally their moment.
it's like, oh my god, they're gonna be so lost. Like it looks like there's like no connection between 2 and 3, and it's all Birth by Sleep and now
Dream Drop
Unchained
Distance.
and Dream Drop. It looks like those are gonna be the big 3. Like
Yeah.
you know what? It's really impossible to spoil Kingdom Hearts because the story is so fucking convoluted. So I'll do a Dream Drop spoiler real quick. Like first of all, they're gonna be wondering why the hell Axel is around, and moreover, why the fuck he has a Keyblade.
Why he's a whole person.
Why he's a person?
Didn't he die like 3 times at least?
He died.
He died once.
He died. Well, technically twice.
Technically twice.
It's getting worse by the second.
Wait, I'm just waiting for the technically 3. Okay.
Yeah,
But,
because
like-
remember his life before this life.
Yeah,
That life.
Lee died, which caused the birth of Axel, and then Axel died in Kingdom Hearts 2. And when they bring him back, it is such bullshit. Like, it is the end.
I don't have any
Okay?
emotions except for the fact that I totally have emotions, and we're all unique characters, but we totally don't have emotions.
They were very vague about what the nobodies actually are.
No, they were very vague about what the hell brought
God.
Axel back because it's literally the end of Dream Drop Distance. Sora and Riku are talking to Merlin, and Axel is just chilling in the corner, and like, I remember, he literally, like, he brings out a Keyblade, and Sora and Riku are like, why the hell do you have a Keyblade? And Axel, he literally, like, just casually as fuck, just says something like, oh yeah, I don't know either, but I have it.
Yeah, bro's got
He
it.
says something to that effect, something something to the effect of, I don't know how I got it, but I have it.
See, that's like, I feel like my reaction when I pick up Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know how I got this, but I do.
I don't know how
Just
we
like
got
these
to this
games.
point. I don't know why.
Just like these games. I don't know how we got them,
So-
but we have them.
I don't know how this happened, but there it is.
So I find it funny of like,
Waveforms,
when I was a
okay.
kid and I got Kingdom Hearts
Right?
2, and they try to explain in like the
Last name.
opening music
Dan said
video
last
what
name.
happened with one game, like with Chain of Memories, with one game, and that was pretty goddamn confusing enough. But now they have to cover 3 games. I'm wondering, I want to see just the 20-minute long opening music video for this fucking game. It's gonna be great. And when I'm 40, I'm gonna look at my kids say, I've waited a long time for this. And they'll look at me and they say,
It sucks.
Dad, you like trash. They'll be right.
No, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, wait, fucking like 20 years of action games have come out in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, and now I realize these games suck. The sort of the action style they have, every Platinum game, any game, literally any action game is better than what we loved about Kingdom Hearts when we were fucking 8 and we didn't know shit. And so it's like, if 3 is gonna come out, it's gonna be the same thing, and I'm gonna be like, wow, I hate myself. How did I ever enjoy this?
How did I ever- Well, I
Because
feel
there
as though
probably
the
was a time when you didn't hate yourself.
rush of nostalgia might just quell it
Maybe.
for me.
The what?
Nostalgia.
The Russian nostalgia?
The rush of nostalgia.
There's gonna be no nostalgia for me because I've been fucking hit by images of
We're not all in those
100
pages.
sequels between 2 and 3. What I want to know is, if you want to milk your fucking series, why not just do what the rest of Final Fantasy does and just have Final Fantasy, or what Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be Kingdom Hearts 7? Why the fuck did Dream Drop and Birth by Sleep and this all have to be this in-between fucking dumbass bullshit when you could have just had, like, Chain of Memories be 3. Let's not, I'm just kidding. You could have all these
actually,
fucking
it'll
side
be
games been
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I could have been playing 9 and been like, oh, I'm caught up on the story.
No.
But here I am, like, I want to buy a fucking Vita to continue the story of my game, and for some reason we have 100 stories between 2 and 3, to the point where if I play 2, I literally will not understand 3.
Yeah, that's
Who
what I
let
was
this
just saying a
happen?
minute ago. And technically, if we're doing that, then Kingdom Hearts 2 would be Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Because Chain came out between 1 and 2. But no, that's exactly what I was just saying. Like, people who, didn't play anything between 2 and 3, who were just, waiting for that major release. Like I said, the most important games for Kingdom Hearts 3 are going to be Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and by the looks of it, possibly Unchained, as weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
But
Who would have thought?
But Kingdom Hearts 2, based on what we know about Kingdom Hearts 3, basically is not important at
Hey,
all.
Kennedy.
Huh?
Who made Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Yano?
Do you ever think that he and whoever made Kingdom Hearts just look at their franchises and say, yeah, fuck it?
As a matter of fact,
That is exactly what Ano did.
That was the joke,
That's kind
I
of
know
why I
that.
respect him. He's just like,
It's fake
I love that he has the balls to be like, my fans are garbage.
My fans are garbage and
Anime was a
event.
mistake.
No, literally, Ano's business strategy is to just say, I hate my fans, I hate Evangelion, watch Gunbuster instead, please. I promise
Johnny's a
it's
bad
better.
shit. Everyone's like, it's one of the best anime ever. He's like, nah, it's not, it's garbage.
Yeah, no, like, literally any interview where he gets a chance to say it, like, look it up, time and time again, he says, I got to a point with Evangelion, like, halfway through, where I realized I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so after that, I pulled all of it out of my ass as I went along, and nobody stopped me. And now I'm told that I'm a millionaire, I don't really know how it happened, but it did.
It's like one day.
Same.
Watch Gunbuster.
Gunbuster.
And for the record, watch Gunbuster.
Why?
What's our next news
That's
story?
all of it.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was fun,
Um,
though.
it feels like we've been talking for a while.
We've been talking
We have.
about news for
I
like
know I haven't.
Well, I mean, it's really cool because, like, in these last couple weeks, there hasn't been
Yeah.
too much news. It is, I think it's pretty refreshing.
There's been something that's happening that makes me look like a schmuck.
What?
What?
What's
Last
been
cou-
happening, Ricky?
Last Guardian was delayed again.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
If only to December. And Dan brought this up, and I'm hoping he's right. And it's a good point of just like, it might just be for marketing, just for the sake of a holiday release.
Probably
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah.
I hope to God so.
Like, because they originally had a game for the winter, and their game for the winter got delayed, so they had to refill that spot.
They need
It's
something for the
ridiculous.
holiday
That sounds like
season.
marketing at least.
Yeah.
It's not like
Could be a
15 where it was
marketing.
like, we're going to put
No,
the day
no.
one patch on the disc, which is nice for the people who
Yeah.
want to play Final Fantasy and don't have an internet connection, which is still surprising to a lot of people.
Like-
I always forget about it because like everyone I know has internet, but there's still a whole chunk of people.
Yeah, there's some person in fucking the middle of Wyoming who has a PS4 and wants to play Final Fantasy but doesn't have internet.
Yeah,
Or they have, like,
or
that
if they do,
stupid,
it's gonna be
like,
it's gonna take me
satellite
several
dish
days
internet.
to patch it.
Yeah, the satellite dish internet, which is only marginally faster than dial-up internet.
Yeah, it still blew my mind because like someone made this point like I remember reading this article like 2 years ago, and I might have brought it up on like the VGA podcast, but like
Whew, throwback.
they were talking about like the fact that everyone got so mad that the Xbox One was a online only console, but he brought up the fact that literally every single game that comes out has a day one patch that makes it not broken. And
Yeah.
for people who don't have internet, it's still an online only console because their games don't work. And I sat here like, you know the meme where you bring up a point and then you go into heavy drinking? That was me. I was like, yeah, it's... And then I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, for those fuckers, like half the games we like don't work. Bloodborne? Pre-patch?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh, no. I mean, it
They
works.
can still speedrun that shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, it works, but like the 100-second load times every time you died about Bloodborne was easily like that made it like not a masterpiece like automatically. You can't have a masterpiece and like spend half your time fucking waiting. So if you think about it, like that poor motherfucker with a PlayStation 4 is like, I don't know why everyone likes this Bloodborne game. Like every time I die, I gotta wait 5 minutes. But
I'm about to heavy drink right now. Oh my god.
but like just internet's great. Don't take it for granted. Long story short.
Yeah. Speaking
Appreciate when
of,
you have kids.
Yeah.
huh?
Especially when you have kids. I know what that means, but I like it.
No.
Because they'll steal your internet?
Yeah, those kids with all their mobile devices eating up my bandwidth.
Yeah.
Fucking trash.
No, I said appreciate when you have children.
Oh.
That makes
Children
more
should
sense.
not be listening to this podcast.
No.
I mean, I would bring up fucking every once in a while. And it usually ends up like from software or like. Because, like, damn, you see these guys' track record? Okay, pull up. Google From Software.
Greg is flirting with From
Do you
Software
realize
on our
they're early
podcast
PlayStation
live.
2 like era stuff?
Yeah.
You want me to continue to
Yep.
do this?
Tenshu Z and everything, baby.
Okay.
You know, every suitor eligible bachelor for Greg is gonna have some shit in their past, some
Yeah,
skeletons in their closet.
Yeah, you can't
we just
become
gotta look
great
at-
unless you fall,
Will they
man.
be
You gotta bust
actual
your face up
skeletons?
before it becomes
Okay.
beautiful.
It's a From-
Here
it's a From
is
Soft game.
everything they've made.
They're
Every
alive.
We just gotta make sure that this shit isn't like literally murder.
Well,
It's
they
just
made
a
one of
few
the
bad
Monster
games.
Hunter games.
Yeah.
Monster
Speaking
Hunter
of-
was good.
There was a time,
No, they
like
fucking
less
did.
than 5 years ago, where we still had dial-up internet at my house.
Okay.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why?
1-800-800-800.
I don't know.
It's too Italian for the Connect.
Oh no! We don't talk about that one. Oh man, they did.
That one secret you and Bay keep.
Sometimes you gotta do some despicable things for money.
This is
All
their
right.
best fucking game. I don't care what the fuck you say.
Adventures of Cookie
The
and
Adventures
Cream.
of Cookie and Cream is their best fucking
Really?
game.
But
I think we still have the line actually, so I could like dial up into the internet if I
Oh
wanted.
my god.
It's because we're very impatiently waiting for Verizon Fios to come to Boston.
it's never.
It's not
gonna
in Boston?
happen.
I wanna
No.
play.
It's not anywhere.
It's going to be in Boston.
I wanna play Overwatch on a dial-up connection.
Oh God!
Wait.
Do it and record it.
Oh my god.
Deanna, you're just losing it.
My favorite thing in the world is someone cracking a joke and then
And then
Greg, you clearly haven't spent enough time around me.
I'd give you some water, except it's gone and I'm sick.
Oh my god, you're still good.
why do they make so many tank games for the 360?
because they
What the
like
hell?
mechs. Before Dark Souls and fucking King's Road, whatever the fuck it's called, just mechs.
Yeah.
Robots.
Oh, Metal Wolf Chaos, that game is fantastic.
They like cute shit and they like mechs. And they like dark fantasy.
Oh, I see the mechs in dark fantasy.
Yup.
Take a breather.
Look at them
I'll live.
crocodiles. Those are horrifying.
So now that we got through the news, should we talk about? Okay, no.
News.
That's a good
News is
one.
hilarious.
It was just me laughing for like a minute straight.
Now that we've got through that,
And
should we
news.
talk about Fig?
Yeah.
How long are we at?
We're at an hour.
Over an
that's
hour.
it.
Should we make a Fig special?
No. We could talk about Fig for like a few minutes.
Perception was great, and I can't wait to play it.
I really like Tailwind Prologue. I think it's
I wasn't
like my
there.
favorite game at Fig, except for Fall of the Last City. That shit was so good. That was satisfying too.
Well, it was fun.
It was really good, but I think it still needed a lot of polish.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
filled out the
considering the
survey.
character pieces and shit were nuts and bolts.
Well,
I thought that added to the overall
for the
aesthetic.
aesthetic
Yeah.
though. But I mean, like the rules, like expanding them or
Aesthetic.
simplifying them.
I just could have gone without the 20-minute pregame.
That was-
If they were like, okay, this is our game, this is what you do, would you like to sit down and we'll walk you through it?
Yeah.
Because like
Go.
even when we sat down to play the game, I still didn't.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
No, like
I was like,
that
okay, so it's
20-minute
Settlers of Catan.
that 20-minute explanation was not needed.
No.
Like,
It's needed
when
when
I
you
said-
sit with your friends in a circle, like, we're gonna play this game, we're all gonna learn it. But like,
But it seems
at an
like even
expo,
for,
kinda, it was out of place.
But even for like what they were trying to tell us, it seems like they could have cut it to like not even 10 minutes.
For me,
Yes.
it was personally just like, and I wrote this in the survey that they sent me, was like by the time we finished the 20-minute explanation of the game, I forgot what to do by turn 1.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I remembered how to do combat really well.
Also, I'm
and
pretty
did not
sure-
know what to do for my first turn.
I'm pretty sure I accidentally cheated because were you supposed to put, when you recruited people from the city and then like took soldiers out of your bag, were you supposed to put them on bases?
Yeah, fuck if I remember.
I
Because
don't
I put them
think
just
so.
in my bag.
I was
If
just
you
like,
recruit from the city, yeah, you're supposed to put them on bases.
Then I unintentionally cheated.
I unintentionally cheated and lost.
I unintentionally cheated and kicked everyone's ass.
But yeah, Perception looks great, and I'm really excited.
I really liked Mech Deck.
Mech Deck
I
was
wonder why.
fun.
Mech Deck was really fun.
Like, I liked Mech Deck, and I thought it was something I wouldn't enjoy. But like, I liked the strategy, and I liked actually being able to build your mech.
yeah, I really like the idea of drafting. Like,
Yes.
like the guy said while we were playing, is that he really liked BattleTech, but the setup and just getting ready to play BattleTech takes like an hour itself.
So is it like Mousetrap?
No,
Mousetrap. I never once played Mousetrap as a board game in my entire life.
Yeah,
my
you
sisters
just
and I
set it
never
up.
had the patience. We were like, okay, and now put it down. You know, you're piecing out.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Ricky.
Bye.
See you later, Ricky.
Wait, you don't have a Twitter handle, do you?
Yeah. At RickSanity1220.
Okay.
Change
All
it.
right.
We'll put it. Yeah, change it. We'll put it in the description.
I set it up just so I have
RickSanity.
one for one
No,
group.
no, I was just playing.
No, I need a new Twitter.
We'll help you come up with a cool name.
Antivirus.
it's done. I followed.
It's
you.
already. I need to come up with something original. All right.
Tweets.
See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.
See ya.
Wait, what was it?
Ricky has one tweet on this account, and it's a retweet from Fettuccine Facts.
Wait, let me see,
And
let me
it
see.
says, if you need a spoon to eat me, you're weak.
Italian motherfucker. I love really Italian people like Ricky.
Oh my god. Can we all go and retweet that live on this podcast?
I will retweet it right
Retweet,
now.
it's
At
already
Rick
done.
Sandy.
He's the only retweet.
Am I right? Top keck.
Oh my god.
Should we make the Lifecast retweet it?
No, that's excessive.
I retweeted it, but...
Anyway, so does anybody else have any games from Fig that they really liked?
I really enjoyed Get the Fuck Out of My Dorm Room.
No,
Or
it's just
something?
called Everyone Get the Fuck Out.
Yeah,
That
everyone
game
get the
was
fuck
fantastic.
out. That game was
Pretty
great.
fun.
We also, from StarCap Games, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydney also got the modified
Zippy
King's
Drunks.
Cup Zippy Drunks, and we we ended up going back to your house and playing it, even though 2 of us were drinking alcohol out of 5. That was pretty great.
That was worth it if
I was-
only for the rant section.
Oh my god.
There was a
That's where
card
Zoop
where
came
you had to
from.
pick somebody and they had to do a minute-long rant about a topic.
Yeah.
And Deanna, we decided to do it for everybody.
Yeah,
but
because
Deanna
we were not
chose-
playing the game.
Yeah, but Deanna gave Dan the topic of ranting about the tea, and it was fantastic.
Oh my god!
Thank you. I tried.
Kennedy got to rant about.
Literally the best one.
Kennedy got Catholic school.
I got gym bros, but like I haven't actually encountered one in the flesh. So it was kind of not angry.
I wouldn't want to see a gym bro in the sweat.
In the flesh?
In this.
In the
He just
sweat and
emerged
flesh.
Hey, are you still drunk?
Alright.
That was a few
No,
minutes
I'm
where it probably
sick.
shouldn't be.
We were also
Please consult
discussing
your
this
physician.
earlier. Even like when we had that one night when we were at your place,
Yeah.
Pat was watching the Snapchats that were sent
Oh yeah.
that we still have saved for some reason. I do not get drunk apparently.
No, you don't.
How much alcohol did I have?
A lot.
I was the mom drunk.
I was not.
Right? Put Twister in the
Those
oven.
Snapchats were lit.
They're
Like
I don't remember them.
My favorite one was the one of you just explaining that like you have an arm.
My other favorite thing about that night was it was in that time when I was really fucking into Slav swatting.
What? Never say that again.
Slav squatting. So every time I yelled Slav squat, everyone drinking would just stop and squat.
I told you about that. Like you just yelled it once and we all just dropped.
I'm still trying to figure out when my life became a shitpost. I remember there was like one day where I woke
There's
up
one
and I
where
was just
I think it was Sid saw lights that you didn't. Oh no, you saw lights, Sid didn't.
Oh yeah, on the building?
Yeah.
Those were actually there.
Were they?
Yes.
I didn't see him.
You mean glasses?
She's like, oh shit, are you seeing lights? I'm not.
That was. Anyway.
I promise to not give anybody tea in a glass cup again.
With rice.
With
Alright. I feel like this is just dragging on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
It was such a good night. Anyway.
I also really liked Gun Gun Gun.
I wonder
why?
It's a really, really cool arena shooter. Platforming arcade style arena shooter.
Yeah.
Kind of in the vein of like Metal Slug.
Uh-huh.
And it's really simple. You just shoot shit that's shooting you. And the controls are really solid. The shooting is super satisfying and it just plays really, really, really well. And it's super addicting and I love it.
Yeah, I didn't go into Tailwind Prologue. It was released because it's only one like thing, and it was released as a Humble Bundle exclusive in April of this year, and they're working on making it into like a fuller game, and you're this little ship dude, and you're falling with
said
other like
shit for a
ships
second.
trying to like fire things at you. So it's kind of like a bullet hell. Like really fast-paced twin stick shooter type of thing.
Now when I
Pretty
was talking to
much.
the dev about it, what he was telling me is
Yeah.
that part of the inspiration he took for the game is that like in other bullet hells and shoot 'em ups like Toho, you know, a big part of the game is finding like that one sweet spot where the bullets just aren't hitting and
Yeah.
then shooting from there, and how he didn't want that to be a thing in his game.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted movement.
You absolutely
To be the
cannot
focus.
stay still.
His exact phrase, and I love this, his exact phrase was aerial ballet.
Ooh,
That's what he called Tailwind, and I think that is just brilliant.
yeah. I could definitely see that.
He said that like the biggest inspiration, I think he said this was the biggest inspiration was Ikaruga.
No, he mentioned it when I
He
talked to him
mentioned Ikaruga?
too.
Yeah.
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 And that makes perfect sense because when you look at Ikaruga and look what you have to do in that game, and then you look at Tailwind, it's like, it's absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I talked to
Ikaruga.
him, the big two games that he mentioned were Ikaruga and Toho,
Yeah.
and I absolutely see both of them in that game. He also mentioned that aesthetically he took a lot from No Man's Sky and Firewatch.
Yeah.
Which I also
I can
Oh.
definitely see that.
Oh yeah.
He was talking to me about how he made the graphics and how he made like the vectors of the ships, and it took him like days because he only used 3D modeling software and the polygon tool, and then on top of that it was all particles,
Yeah.
and yeah, it looked incredible. like easily one of the most visually pleasing games.
Oh,
at
honestly,
Fig.
like
Yeah.
to put Perception at a discount because of its team and budget, I think Tailwind was gorgeous and probably again second to Perception, which not really counts as much since obviously would have super good graphics, but Tailwind
Tailwind is real pretty.
It was gorgeous.
I also like Dragoon.
I had a lot of
so
fun
much
with
fun.
It was
Dragoon.
fantastic.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so expensive, I
I
Would've bought
only
yes.
played like a
How much
turn and a
was it?
half, so I
It-
can't really
it's
have a proper
$75.
opinion on it.
Oh!
Oh.
So like
That's a lot.
maybe as like a gift to myself, I'll buy
Yeah.
it. Because like I really like the play style. I like just the feel of the pieces.
Yeah.
Because they were
figures were so
It's a
nice.
very high quality
Yeah.
build for
And
a
like
board
I
game.
feel like it's worth it, but not like as just a casual, oh, we'll play this,
Yeah.
Like, oh, I picked this up at the store. Like, no, you didn't. Like, I want to buy it because I want to support the people making the game.
Yeah.
My only complaint I had with Dragoon is that I wish it could support like maybe up to 6 players.
Yeah.
Because it.
That's very fair.
Yeah, because 4.
Just make
I mean,
a bigger
4 is
board.
fine. 4 is fine, but it was like 6 is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good cap for these kind of tabletop games because you might get more than 4, but you're almost never gonna have more than 6.
Yeah. And then one more thing I want to
Except
mention.
us.
Yeah, except us. We're going to have like 17.
I
Yeah.
remember, I remember I tried to have a game of D&D with like 6 people. Whoa. What happened?
You wish you were back there?
Speaking of D&D, there was another thing I saw at Fig. It's called D20 Pro. And it lets you orchestrate online D&D games and local ones if everyone has a computer, where the DM can like make monsters and things that the players can move through this dungeon that the DM creates and encounter. So you can have like sealed off rooms and stuff like that. You have your whole like character sheet in there. It's really interesting. And personally, since I don't like DM Dungeons and Dragons, I didn't see much of an appeal to it yet, but I asked about Shadowrun, since that's a little bit more of my domain, and they're working on it. They're working on getting like mostly the rights. There are some like source books even included with it, so
That's cool.
yeah, I'm probably going to be looking at the development of that more closely in over the next few months. So yeah,
So yeah, Fig was great.
yeah, Fig was
Fig was really
Fig was
nice.
really good.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
Apparently, I missed out on all the good games. I played a few alright ones. I liked Plus Words. There's just like this word association game where they just kind of give you 2 words and you kind of like pick like a single word that combines them, and then you kind of like people guess on it, and like the more people get it, the more points you get. It was surprisingly like it seems really simple, but like it ended up being surprisingly engaging. Like once you sort of wrap your head around it, because for example, the lady who's running was super enthusiastic, and which really helped the game out. But it was like she sort of mentioned this idea that like you sort of have to like retrain your brain, and like eventually this sort of just comes to you. So the first time I played, it takes me like a good like 10 minutes to come up with like 3 words to like fit with my several groups of words. And so like but like by the end of the game, I literally like I saw other people's words like bam, 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 bam. So it's like the game like changed my brain like within the several minutes of me playing it, which was really strange and kind of interesting. And it was real nice. But anyways,
Yeah.
I was about to ask Deanna what the name of the game that we played is, but she left.
Who's probably here?
It is here. But we played that black and white morality game, and we had a lot of fun with that. I can't remember the name of it currently, but the guy said he made it completely in Microsoft Word. So he's working on like getting it all pretty and stuff. But I just really liked it because it was a nice change of pace coming from like Dragoon and Fall of the Last City, which took like forever.
I think Fall of
Yeah.
the Last City took like an hour.
Well, they said it takes like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and it's like, but
So-
that's an hour. It would be an hour and a half because it was an hour in addition to a 20-minute explanation.
Yeah.
Which we've said before.
You know,
was very unnecessary.
The more I think about it, there were a lot of strategy games at Fig.
Yeah, and
There were
I'm
a
trash
lot.
at strategy.
yeah, those are definitely good games to develop.
Yeah, they're super easy for tabletop.
Yeah. Also, the great thing about specifically the reason I spent most of my time in indie tabletop is because like, as opposed to like video games, which we're sort of used to like the high fidelity like sort of things, like sound and visuals do matter as much as we like to pretend it doesn't. But
Perception, though.
does that game look and sound beautiful?
But no, the point of perception though is the sound, because you play as a blind girl.
Yes.
And the whole mechanic that the game runs around is that you're trying to make your way through this house, and to do that, like, you're using the echoes, like, from tapping on things to help you find where everything is, and, like, you see, like, the outline of everything, and it's got this really cool blue.
So you're
Stuff on it is-
Daredevil.
You know,
Yes.
he actually did mention Daredevil, so I mean, yeah, honestly.
Okay.
And it
World's
takes
on
place
fire.
right here in Massachusetts, in Gloucester.
Yeah. So perception looks and sounds great, and
Yeah.
so that definitely helps it out. But like say.
I guess Gloucester is a good place to have it set.
Well, it's a haunted house.
It's oh yeah, then it makes perfect sense because Gloucester is like the North Shore's version of bumfuck nowhere.
Ghost town, ghost
True.
house. I see it.
As somebody who's from Boston, when we went to Gloucester that one time, I was just really in love with the aesthetic of Gloucester.
I love how
It
you had the word
looks really
aesthetic
cool.
in air quotes.
Gloucester is pretty cool.
It just looked pretty. Like, it's the
Yeah.
perfect amount of run down
Yeah.
without it looking like trash.
That's where my car got a gas tank leak.
And everyone who lives there
Recently.
is just happy.
Yeah, they live by the fucking ocean. What do you want from them?
I mean, so do the people in Lynn.
So do the people who are there.
Yeah, but like your beaches smell like shit. Like not like shit, like eggy fart.
Yeah, it's like shit.
But worse.
You're saying
Anyway, you were
smells like
saying, Greg?
poo.
As I was saying, as an indie developer of like video games, you have to since those things matter, it's harder to match up with your AAAs. But with a tabletop game, the only thing that matters is like how good of an idea you have. And
Yeah.
so you have these games that are literally just sure the pieces of Mech Wars, whatever we played, were nice, but like I like the concept of it, like and like the sort of playing it was
Yeah.
the fun part.
Yeah.
I really liked how you draft your parts.
Yeah.
I really like the terrain advantages. I really like the combat. The combat is really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of sort of depth to it. So most of the time, I just generally find myself enjoying the tabletop section more. Yeah, I feel like you can also be a lot more creative because
Yeah.
you're sort of only bound by your imagination. But with the video games, then it starts getting technical. That's why we see like a lot of like, oh, you're on one screen and it's a multiplayer game. You kind of shoot each other. Like I know, like I love that genre and all, but like a good half of the indie games there were that game, and like I didn't really want to play any of those.
No.
And so like for me, it was just like, you know, it was all right. I didn't really fall in love with anything. I played a good chunk of games. I've left my list at home, but it just, you know, it was all right. I mean, I like the environment, like, and since I will probably be there someday, like I should probably start making some contacts, but
You have us.
I like the environment.
We're
I
not
just
a contact
didn't
with
like
the
how
indie
like yeah, I hated how hot it was.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
Actual like
oh, the video
gaming
game
floor.
section.
Yeah.
That was the other reason.
I
we
didn't
stayed
wanna
in the
go
tabletop
up
It
section.
would have been
Yeah.
the cooler section because, you know, you have all these computers and...
That
Yeah,
could
that's why it
spontaneously
was hot.
combust.
Yeah, but
That's
they-
probably
they-
why it was hot.
They,
No, I
no, they
went
put
there,
they
like-
put it in a fucking gymnasium. Those
Yeah.
places are always hot.
I was like,
Oh yeah, did we?
I went up there
Continue,
like
sorry.
right when I got there. I went up there first, and it was still hot as fuck. Like it wasn't even a time thing. It wasn't even like, oh man, these games were running
you
all
can
day.
smell the dried sweat like
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the track people.
Yeah.
Like that room probably just smells like in general, and then
Yeah.
you added
Probably,
like
yeah.
the heat of all the machines. Like
Yeah.
I've been to several tracks. Ironically, when I was on the chess team, like we would just like go to various other schools, fight me, and so
You look like you would have been on a chess team.
that's
honestly.
racist. I'm really bad at chess. I was there because they needed a fifth slot. So I'd always lose every game, and then my friend John say he's like way better than everybody else. We just kind of carry our whole team. It's like fucking crew battles. Like even when you have like Mango on your team or something, and it's just like we suck, but like you know, or more likely Hungry Box. It's like your whole team sucks, the Hungry Box just carries Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just that. And it's so I've been to a lot of gymnasiums at various other places. They're just like way harder than every other building in every building they're in. So
They're either super hot or super cold. Because when I was in high school, we used to take all our final and midterm exams just in the gymnasium. I don't know why. Maybe it was to cut down on cheating. They didn't let us bring blankets in, but it was always super cold in the winter and always super hot in the summer.
That's hilarious. Anywho, they should really put the video games in not the hot room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the hot room though, props to Kung Fu Shadow Fist for having a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, my hand wiping down the fucking
and wiping down the Vive.
I mean, I don't give him props for that. That's human decency at this
Yeah,
point.
but I've seen
You'd be
places that just don't
surprised
do that.
No, you'd be
how
surprised.
uncommon that is.
Yeah.
No, like it was uncommon. Like the first time, everybody was like, "Hey, VR's a new thing." But nowadays, after like everyone got pink eye that PAX one time,
Yeah.
we keep that
Like
shit
I
on
remember
lock.
we went back to your house and like I washed my face first thing we got there. Like ugh,
I was
'cause
just
there
handing
were a
out
couple-
wipes.
Yeah, there were a couple things that like they didn't wipe down the headset. I was like, I feel dirty.
VR is real cool though. I ended up doing the Shadow Warrior one. I did like the Gear VR game, like one of the
Swing Star.
intern-
Swing Star.
No, I did Intern Astronaut actually.
Ooh, was that any good? I meant to make my way over there.
I wanted to play it, but the line was enormous, so I...
Oh, strange. I went on specifically because I looked at Shadow Warrior, like that's way longer. So I waited for like, but it's just like, it's kind of like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Oh.
So it's kind of like but it's sort of solo.
Oh, so you're like an
every-
astronaut that doesn't know shit?
Yeah. You're just like
That's
an intern.
so
with
cool.
I like that.
Kind of, but your goal is to not die.
Your goal is to not die in Kerbal.
I'm like
That's
Pat.
not my goal.
And so the panel is like randomly generated every time, so you never know exactly where everything is.
no.
And so like it'll give you like the screen will start flashing red, tell you to hit some buttons. And there's more than just buttons. You have like a thing where you like flick it open and then hit like a switch down. There's like a couple things you like spin it. And so like things are just flashing on screen, and then things slowly get worse. You have to like recharge your lights by like manually like spinning something. So every once in a while things just go to pitch black. You have to go over and then scroll your thing.
Like rolling up your windows.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really
So you can
cool.
get light again, so you can look at the screen, so the screen can tell you what to do, and you just kind of have to like. It keeps getting more and more hectic as like your ship starts falling apart and sparks are flying everywhere.
That's
it was
cool.
a lot of fun. Like I don't know. It's really weird how cool VR is, because even though like I was playing on a phone that looked like shit, like it's like you're still so immersed. Like
Yeah.
you look down and I have an astronaut body. I'm like, oh my god! And I turn around and like the thing isn't behind me. It's the more of the ship. And like I don't know. It's real cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Gear
VR.
VR games, I played Swing Star.
Swing
And
Star is
also shout out to just Shadow Warrior
Yeah. Shadow Fist.
Shadow Fist. That game was really cool. I liked it.
That was. I really
It had a
liked
nice aesthetic, but because it was like in a garage, and you put a coin into a arcade machine, which Kennedy and I both had trouble with.
Kennedy's was fucking great.
Kennedy's was great because you were
just
like
knocked
grabbing
off
the
and
coin,
tossed
you were
it
like
down.
raking them down. I actually couldn't find the slot
I think
because I was like,
that.
I'm not used to VR games using like the Y space. They always use like the X and the Z. Anyway,
But yeah,
the
Swing Star is
vertical
fantastic.
space. They don't have you like bend down and like put things in
Yeah.
coin machines.
Okay.
But yeah, Swing Star. I played it at PAX on the Gear VR, and I played it at Fig on the Vive. And I didn't think this would happen to me because I'm not someone who gets like motion sick or anything. But when like I grabbed on and swung around, like I felt my stomach drop a little bit.
Oh.
And
That's
that
weird.
didn't happen on the
Right.
VR.
I mean, it also might have been because at PAX they had everybody sitting down,
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
I
I
didn't-
think even if I put the gear on and I tried it out, I wouldn't have that feeling.
I mean, that's the
It might
reason.
be
That's
because your hands are like up here holding on.
Yeah, like I'm grounded a little
Yeah.
bit, you know?
I mean, that's the reason that the shadow step thing exists, because we still haven't figured out how to do movement in VR. So in
Yeah.
Shadow Fist, you like instead of moving around, you just teleport.
Yeah.
So that's how they handle it. We still need to. I don't even know if there is a solution, but
There probably isn't, just because like I mean there probably
I mean, like, you
is,
need, like,
but
a
you
motion
need a
capture room.
huge space.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you need to get the fucking rotoscope thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't a solution.
We'll just put a DDR pad on the floor.
Oh,
And
wait.
we can move with that.
That's. I mean.
That
kinda.
could
That
No,
could
it's-
potentially work. Not for like tracking your own movement, but for like tracking your steps on the floor. Yeah.
maybe like a weird ass
Yeah.
trend.
This, I feel like this is a discussion we should have
Like
on
an
another
intersection?
This is
Yeah.
this is a separate podcast all itself. How long
Yeah.
is it right now?
About an hour 28.
Ooh.
Yeah. We should
Going
wrap this
back
up.
to- Yeah, we should.
Fig was fun.
Fig
Thank
was
you,
fun.
everybody.
Yeah. Not like that quickly.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
But
Play the Seinfeld music and walk us
No.
out.
We're gonna play Tiffany's music because it's cooler.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
Greg,
fine.
Not
Seinfeld?
copywritten.
you
also
clearly
very
haven't heard the
true.
classic Seinfeld theme.
I have.
I don't think I've heard Seinfeld.
No, you have.
Anyway.
You fucking have.
Yeah.
I haven't
There's
seen
no.
Seinfeld.
It doesn't matter. You've heard it.
It goes like doo 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 doo.
It's the-
That one. It's
It's
cool.
the baseline.
Yeah,
You've
the
heard
baseline.
it.
You've heard it.
We promise you've heard it.
All right. So Fig was great.
Fig was
Um,
fantastic.
Thank you again for having us, Fig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I liked it a lot. Guess that about ends it. Pat's watching the Red Sox game.
Yes.
I ordered Foodler because I thought it would be here in an hour and a half instead of 40 minutes. And our
Smells
podcast is an
great.
hour and a half long. Thanks.
Yeah.
I ordered Asian food.
It smells really good.
Um,
I want soup.
What
I
kind
want
of soup?
food in general.
Anyway.
I need to like scald my throat.
Same.
Ow.
I need food.
we will see you guys next week on the Lifecast.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace out.
Play Bioshock.